I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. My fault, y'all. I'm just finishing up a sandwich I was eating, but I'm on the last bite. Once I'm done, we're gonna get right into it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's get it. Belt to ass boxing. Giving these dudes the belt. Giving these dudes the belt all year long. Oh yeah. I am not here to play. If you acting funny, we gonna talk about it. If you moving funny in the sport of boxing, we gonna talk about it. It's your boy BTA, man. BTA. Like, subscribe, share the video. Y'all already know how we coming, man. I'm not here to play. I did not come here to play. I'm coming here with all the facts. All you casual ass boxing fans that want to talk about a sport y'all don't understand, y'all don't know, y'all talk on emotions. I come with the facts. I come with the facts. You come with the emotions. I come with the facts. You come with the emotions. That's the difference from me and you. You come with the feelings. I come with the facts. It's facts over feelings, baby. Don't come to my channel and getting your feelings because you mad that I'm telling the truth. Don't come to my channel and getting your feelings and get mad because I'm telling the truth. How you mad at me for telling the truth? I'm telling you new information that you're not accustomed to because either you don't follow the sport of boxing or you just don't know boxing, bro. I'm telling you new information you're not accustomed to. So you get mad. You get in your feelings. You get mad at me. What the freak are you getting mad at me for, bro? You get mad at somebody telling you the truth. What you want me to lie to you, bro? You want me to lie to you? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to conform. I'm going to tell you the facts every time. I'm going to tell you the truth every time. Jaron Boots Ennis is one of the biggest ducks in the sport of boxing. And we from the same city, Philadelphia. This is crazy, bro. He's one of the biggest ducks in the sport of boxing. And we from the same city, Philadelphia. I'm from the west side. He from the north side. But he's a duck, bro. He making the city look bad. Come on, bro. I'm about to give y'all the whole history, the whole rundown. If you don't understand after I give y'all the whole rundown and the whole history, then you should stop watching boxing. If you don't get it after this video, if you don't see what I see, and if you don't know the facts, then you should stop watching boxing. You just choose to ignore the facts every single time, bro. We're not saving nobody in 2026. We giving everybody the freaking belt in 2026, bro. I'm not saving nobody no more. I don't care if we from the same city. I don't care if you my brother. I don't care if you my cousin. If you doing something wrong in the sport of boxing, you gonna get the belt. Sushi1_WC. Salute, man. You know who Jaron Ennis is? He's a freaking duck. He's a freaking duck, bro. If you know who he is. He's scary. He don't want to fight top competition. He want to fight DoorDash delivery guys. He don't want to fight nobody with a name, nobody with a pulse. Am I the only person saying this? What did Andre Ward just say? Andre Ward said, the man is 35-0 and nobody knows who he's fought so far. At some point, who the freak are you going to fight? He keep fighting these door dashers and saying nobody wants to fight him. Sushi, what do you think about that, Sushi? If you follow the sport of boxing, you know who Jaron Ennis is? He's a duck, isn't he? Let's take you back in time for a little bit. Let me try to paint the picture. I believe the year was what? 2021, 2022. We're going to go back in time for a second. Let's go back in time for a second. The year was 2021, 2022. I remember having a discussion with a guy named Boxing Nerd. He one of my loyal subscribers. Shout out to Boxing Nerd, you feel me? That's my guy. We go way back 100. We go way back. Boxing Nerd, you my guy 100%, bro. You know how we come in, bro. You know you my guy. He from Canada, but he like Boots. I'm from Philly, but I don't like how Boots is moving. So shout out to my man Nerd. Nerd, we go way back, bro. You know you my boy. Anyway, the year probably was 2021, 2022, right? And Jaron Boots Ennis was ranked very high in the WBO. You guys know what the WBO is, World Boxing Organization, right? Listen, Jaron Boots Ennis was ranked very high in the WBO. He was ranked very high in the WBO. The WBO champion at the time. The WBO champion at the time. Who was the WBO champion at the time? Somebody let me know in the comment section. Come on, let's see if you guys are following along. Who was the WBO champion 2022 at welterweight? Terence Bud Crawford. Right? Terence Bud Crawford was the WBO champ at welterweight at the time in 2022. Jaron Boots Ennis was ranked very, very high. Like I said, I was having a conversation with Boxing Nerd, right? And me and Boxing Nerd was talking about, hey, yo, it looked like Jaron Ennis might fight Terence Crawford before Crawford fight Errol Spence. So mind you, this was before the Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford fight. And everybody was like, yo, Jaron Ennis is ranked number 3 in the WBO. No, matter of fact, he was ranked number 2 in the WBO. The number 1 guy in the WBO at the time was Vergil Ortiz. He was the number 1 guy for Terence Crawford's belt. Did you guys know that? The WBO president, Parco Vacarso, he comes out and he says, I offered a Terence Crawford fight to Vergil Ortiz not once, but twice. I gave Vergil Ortiz 2 opportunities to fight Terence Crawford. This is what the WBO president said. So I'm not making nothing up. I could pull up the video. He'll tell you himself. He said he offered Vergil Ortiz Crawford fight twice, and Vergil Ortiz turned down the Terence Crawford fight. And guess who was number 2 for the Crawford fight in line? Jaron Duck Boots Ennis. A freaking duck, bro. Right? He was next in line for the Bud Crawford fight. After Vergil Ortiz turned down the fight, Jaron Ennis was next in line. Right, guys? Are we following along? Are you guys really following along? Do you guys really follow the sport of boxing? Or you guys just say whatever pops to your freaking head? So the number 2 guy in line to fight Terence Bud Crawford was Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis got offered a fight. What did he say? I'm not interested in fighting Terence Crawford. I want to go the IBF route. He says 2 belts is better than 1. At that time, Errol Spence was the unified champion. He had the IBF and WBC belt because he had beat Sean Porter. He had Sean Porter belt and he had Kell Brook belt. Right or wrong? So Jaron Ennis told the public, I don't want to fight Terence Crawford for 1 belt. I'd rather fight Errol Spence for 2 belts. But guess what he didn't do? He didn't pursue the Errol Spence fight. So he ducked Terence Crawford 1 belt, which was the WBO belt, and tried to fight Errol Spence for 2 belts, but he never put in a petition to fight Errol Spence. Fast forward. Terence Crawford gets into a negotiation with Errol Spence. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford negotiation doesn't work out. Terence Crawford is looking for an opponent again. He goes to a network called BLK Prime. Bud Crawford's at BLK Prime. Bud Crawford looking for an opponent. BLK Prime says, would you like to fight Ennis? We can give you all the money in the world if you can fight a guy like Jaron Boots Ennis. Terence Crawford says, okay, what's up? Tell Ennis to sign the contract. I fight Jaron Boots Ennis. Crawford offers Jaron Boots Ennis the fight on BLK Prime instead of David Avanesian. And Jaron Boots Ennis says, I'm not fighting Crawford on no BLK Prime because I don't know who BLK Prime is. Do it matter if you know who BLK Prime is? Do you not want to fight for the world title, you freaking idiot? This guy's a complete idiot, bro. He got offered a fight to fight Terence Crawford for the 2nd time on BLK Prime to fight for the world title again, and he turns down the fight. And he says, I'm not fighting on BLK Prime. If Crawford wants to fight me, he has to fight me on PBC. How are you making demands to the champion, you stupid imbecile? You're a freaking retard, bro. Jaron Ennis is an imbecile. He's an idiot. How are you making, what did I just say? Demands. How are you making demands to the champion, Terence Bud Crawford, the pound-for-pound king? Jaron Ennis is an imbecile. He's remedial, bro. He's one of the stupidest boxers I've ever come across. How are you going to tell the pound-for-pound king that he has to come on your network when he's the one offering you a fight, you freaking clown, bro? This guy's a complete idiot, bro. Jaron Ennis is an idiot, bro. I promise y'all he's retarded. I promise y'all he's retarded, bro. That don't make no sense. You can't be that stupid. How is the best fighter in boxing offering you a fight to fight for his world title, and you tell that man, hey, if you want to fight me, you got to do this? How are you telling me what to do if I'm the one offering you a fight? Are you that stupid? No, somebody tell me in the comment section, is Jaron Ennis really that stupid? Is Jaron Ennis really that stupid? Somebody let me know in the comment section, because I don't understand. I've never met somebody that's retarded before in my life. The champion is offering you a fight to fight him on BLK Prime. It don't matter what network it is. The fact that he's willing to offer you a fight and you tell that man, no, you do stuff my way, when you're a freaking nobody at the time. Nobody knew who the freak you was. You get offered a title fight versus the pound-for-pound king, and you tell that man, no, you got to come fight me over here. You're an idiot, bro. A complete idiot. He loses the Terence Crawford fight. Crawford goes on to fight David Avanesian. Jaron Ennis is an idiot, bro. So he ducks Terence Crawford twice. He had an opportunity to fight Blair Cobbs. He ducked Blair Cobbs in public. He said, I don't want to fight you, Blair. I would have wanted to see Jaron Ennis versus Blair Cobbs. He ducked Crawford. He ducked Blair Cobbs. He had an opportunity to fight Vergil Ortiz. He ducked Vergil Ortiz. He gave Turkey Al-Sheikh his word. Jaron Boots Ennis gave Turkey Al-Sheikh his word. He told Turkey, hey, listen, Turkey, I'll fight Vergil. Just give me a call. Turkey Al-Sheikh said, okay, I'll line the fight up. Turkey Al-Sheikh made some phone calls. Vergil Ortiz said yes. Jaron Boots Ennis, they came back to Jaron. They said, yo, Vergil Ortiz said he wants to fight you. Jaron Ennis says, oh no, I'm not ready to fight Vergil Ortiz. I'm not moving up in weight yet. I want to fight Stanionis. You just told Turkey Al-Sheikh you wanted Vergil. You freaking duck. So he ducked Vergil. He ducked Terence Crawford. He ducks Blair Cobbs. He ducks Vergil Ortiz. And he ducks Rashidi Ellis. That's 4 big names that I just named. He ducked Rashidi Ellis. Right? Crawford, Rashidi Ellis, Blair Cobbs, Vergil Ortiz. Who else did he duck? Fast forward, Teofimo Lopez comes out of nowhere and offered Jaron Boots Ennis a fight. Yo, Boots, I want to fight you. The guy that I want to fight is Jaron Boots Ennis. Teofimo Lopez calls out Jaron Ennis every single day and says he want to fight him. Jaron Ennis says, I'm not motivated enough to fight Teofimo Lopez. He's a complete idiot. You're not motivated enough to fight. You're not motivated enough to fight Teofimo Lopez, but you're motivated enough to fight who? Who are you motivated enough to fight if you don't want to fight Teofimo Lopez? You rather fight Lima? Who the freak is Lima? Hey yo, Sayabo, salute. Sayabo, I just named 5 people he ducked. Let's go over it. If you missed what I said. What's good, Sayabo? It's your boy BTA giving these guys the belt all year round. He ducked Terence Crawford twice. I already stamped the timeline. He ducked Terence Crawford twice, Sayabo. He ducked Rashidi Ellis. He ducked Vergil Ortiz after he gave Turkey Al-Sheikh his word. He ducked Rashidi Ellis. He ducked Blair the Flair Cobbs. He ducked Teofimo Lopez after Teofimo Lopez called him out. And then, who else did he duck? He ducked Brian Norman Jr. He ducked Brian Norman Jr. He refused to give Brian Norman Jr. his share of the pie. He tried to steal the whole money. He tried to steal all of the money. He did not want to give Brian Norman Jr. any money. He wanted to fight Brian Norman Jr. for only $1 million. So he clearly didn't want to fight with Brian Norman Jr. He's a freaking duck. He ducked Brian Norman Jr. That's 6 people I just named. And then not only did he duck Brian Norman Jr., he ducks Devin Haney, which makes this 7. Jaron Boots Ennis ducked 7 people the public wanted to see him fight. He's a freaking duck, bro. He's a duck. Do not say this guy Boots is good if he's ducking 7 good, great opponents he should have freaking fought. He's a duck, bro. Hannibal 54689. 1.7 million is 1 million. After all the fees and all that, come on, bro. He's walking away with 1 million. Cut it out, bro. You talking about that's a lie? I know the numbers, bro. I know what he offered that man. He offered that man 1 million. He offered that man you say 1.7. Don't nobody care about the 0.7. Brian Norman probably would barely walk away with $1 million. He lowballed that man, bro. He lowballed him. You know how much he was making? He was gonna make like $4 million. You couldn't take a sacrifice to make a big fight? You freaking duck. We got people like this defending duck activity. This guy's a complete idiot, bro. You're a complete idiot. You're a complete idiot. Who give a freak what he 4. It's a big fight. It takes 2 to make a big fight. You stupid idiot, bro. You's a complete casual fangirl. I'm going to put your stupid ass in timeout. Let me put this. I'm going to put this guy in timeout, bro. I'm going to put your ass in timeout for 5 minutes. I want you to think about the stupid shit you're saying. You idiot, bro. This guy's an idiot. This guy's a complete idiot. He talking about Brian Norman never made 400K. Does it not take two fighters to tangle? So if you're going to make your highest payday versus me, I want to make even more than what I ever made in my life. It don't matter what I made before. It don't matter if I made 400K before. You idiot. You don't know shit about boxing. Don't speak on this sport that you don't know. Let the expert talk. Do not talk on boxing and let me break this shit down, buddy. Let me break this shit down. And you sit there in timeout and you listen to me, bro. Don't embarrass yourself in my comment section, bro. I will give you the freaking belt every single time. Stop playing with me, bro. Now, get back to what I was saying. Before this, oh my God, this dude just pissed me off, bro. This dude just pissed me off talking about Brian Norman never made 400K before. Does it not take 2 fighters to make their highest payday? Do you not got to be a freaking name to make your highest payday? So you telling me Boots was going to make more money fighting a Lima than he was going to make fighting a Brian Norman Jr.? You talking about, oh, Brian Norman Jr. never made 400K before. Casual fangirl. So what did Brian Norman Jr. make for Devin Haney? Brian Norman Jr. made $3 million for Devin Haney. So you just said he never made 400K before, but he makes $3 million for a Devin Haney fight. What does that tell you? You're a freaking idiot. Don't speak on boxing again. It don't matter if you made 400K before. If you're fighting top competition, your price goes all the way up. So don't say stupid shit in my comment section, bro. I will embarrass you every single time. He talking about Brian Norman only made 400K. All right. Brian Norman only made 400K. So why is he making 300? Why is he making $3 million for Devin Haney if he only made 400K? You see how stupid boxing fans are? You see how stupid that guy is? You see how stupid this guy is, bro? You see how stupid this guy is, bro? This is the stupid shit I be talking about. You see how stupid boxing fans are? Yo, Cyborg, you see how stupid that guy is? Yo, Carlos Rosado, salute, man. Carlos Rosado, salute, man. You heard what that did you read what that idiot just said in my comments? He said Brian Norman only made 400K. So Boots, it was okay for Boots not to pay him enough money. What the freak are you talking about? So Brian Norman only made 400K, but he went on to make $3 million versus Devin Haney. Devin Haney could have said, you only made 400K, I'm only going to give you $1 million. Right? Devin Haney didn't do that. Devin Haney said, pay that man whatever he wants. I just want to fight. Right or wrong? Jaron Ennis could have said the same shit. Matter of fact, Jaron Ennis, he did that shit with Stanionis. He said, Eddie, pay Stanionis whatever he wants. You could do that for Stanionis, but you can't do that for Brian Norman Jr.? A much bigger fight? So listen to me for a second, y'all. You know Jaron Ennis is a hypocrite. He told Eddie Hearn to pay Stanionis whatever he wanted. But he couldn't tell Eddie Hearn to pay Brian Norman Jr. whatever he wanted. He ducked Brian Norman Jr. to move up in weight and fight a guy named Lima Beans. Brian Norman Jr. might give him an edge, is willing to fight anywhere, anytime. Fighting Haney was a huge step up in competition, laws or not, deserve full credit. I agree. Jaron Boots Ennis is a duck, bro. He ducked Brian Norman Jr. And then, most recently, he ducked Devin Haney. Shout out to Carlos Rosado. He said, laugh my ass off. There are some slow folk out here, bro. Of course, these people are stupid. Man said he only made $400K. Man said he only made $400K. So if he only made $400K, why is he making $3 million versus Devin Haney, you idiot? You see how stupid people are? You see how stupid? So how did he go from $400K to $3 million? You see how stupid people are? People don't think when they talk boxing. They not logical. You want to talk business. You want to talk the business aspect of boxing, but you don't know what the freak you're talking about. You make yourself sound bad, bro. Don't speak on a sport you don't know. I will embarrass you every time and give you the belt. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Now, moving forward, he ducked 7 fighters, and the 8th fighter that he ducked was Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney says he wanted to fight Jaron Boots Ennis for his unified titles at 147. And what did Jaron Ennis say? Guys, pay attention to this one. Devin Haney said he wanted to fight Jaron Boots Ennis for his unified titles at 147. What did Jaron Boots Ennis say? He says, I'm not putting my titles on the line versus Devin Haney. I don't want to lose my titles. I'd rather fight Devin Haney at a catchweight of 152. Can you guys believe that bullshit? And people still give Jaron Ennis credit after he pulled a stupid ass move like that. He said he's not fighting Devin Haney at 147. He refused to put his titles on the line. He'd rather fight Devin Haney at a catchweight with no titles on the line. Do you know how stupid that is? Why would I fight you at 152 when I can fight you at 147 for all your belts? So you don't want me to win the titles. You don't want to give me an opportunity to win the titles. You want to fight me at 152. Why do people even damn, what's the word I was trying to use? Why do people even get behind a guy like Boots? If this guy's just ducking all the smoke, I don't get it. And the crazy thing is, he's from the city of Philadelphia. We don't duck no smoke. This guy is ducking too much smoke in the sport of boxing, making Philly look bad, bro. He's making the city of Philadelphia look bad, bro. I don't like it, bro. I really don't like it. How many people you gonna duck, bro? You gonna make our city look so bad, bro? You making our city look bad, bro. You keep ducking all these smoke. You don't want to fight nobody. You want to fight DoorDash delivery guys after DoorDash delivery guys after DoorDash delivery guy. You freaking duck, bro. Let me read some of these comments. Let me read some of these comments. Boots don't want to leave Philly. Sayable, salute. I agree. Carlos Rosado, salute. He said Boots been moving weird since he was given his belt. He make Philly look bad. We don't move like that here, bro. We definitely don't move like that, bro. Boots is moving so scary, bro. It's disgusting, bro. Nobody in Philly move like that, bro. This bull is scary, bro. He don't want to fight nobody that can give him a L on his resume. He want to fight people he knows he can beat. He's scary, bro. J. Brown, Virginia. I'm doing jumping jacks in the Speedo. Yo, what the freak, bro? You see, this the shit I be talking about, man. I'm talking about Jaron Ennis ducking all of these people, and this clown jumps in my comment section and tells me he's doing jumping jacks in the Speedo. What type of gay shit is that? I gotta put this idiot on timeout. This is the gayest thing I've ever... Why are people so gay when they come on the internet? I'm talking about boxing. It's a manly sport. This is not a LGBTQAIO channel, you freak boy. Put your stupid ass on timeout, you freak boy. I'm talking boxing. This fool jumps in my comment and says I'm doing jumping jacks in the Speedo. That is the gayest thing you can ever say on a manly channel where we talk about Two guys punching each other in the face. And you come over here and you push your homo beliefs on other people. I don't want to say stuff like that so YouTube don't violate my channel, but you come over here and you push your LGBTQIA beliefs on everybody else. Nobody cares about you doing any jumping jacks and anything. You a freak. Get the freak away from my channel, you idiot. I'm talking boxing. It's a manly sport. I don't give a freak about another man jumping in whatever you doing. I want to see two grown men fight each other. I don't want to hear about no gay stuff in my comment section, you freak. Now, back to what I was saying. Let me read some of these comments. Haney with all the smoke. Jaron and duck that man. Cybals. Jaron and his duck Haney, bro. DJ Rush. Salute. He says, Boots, I think, is having a safer made career in boxing, which is a shame. If he never takes a risk, loss or not, he's not going to evolve a fighter. You eventually become the competition you fight. DJ Rush, I agree. He's taking the easy route. He's taking the softer route. And you know what's DJ Rush, you know what's crazy about what you said, bro? Some stupid people are going to come on the internet and say, oh no, people are ducking Boots. I just named 8 fighters Boots ducked. I literally just named 8 fighters Boots ducked, and I gave you the timeline. So who the freak is ducking Boots? And these 8 fighters that I named, they're all big names, including the pound-for-pound king Terence Crawford, who Boots turned down to fight 2 times. Twice. So what are y'all talking about? Do y'all truly follow the sport or y'all just like to troll? I literally named 8 fighters that Boots and his ducked. I literally named 8 fighters that Boots and his ducked. You people say, oh, nobody wants to fight Boots. What? Where you get that from? You're an idiot. You clearly don't follow the sport of boxing. If you say nobody wants to fight Boots, you must be a new boxing fan, because I just gave you 8 big names that want to fight Boots, and Boots turned down those fights. So if you don't know that, don't speak on a sport you don't know. Don't ever speak on a sport you don't know. I literally just told you 8 names that Boots Ennis has ducked in his career. He's a duck, bro. Face the fact. The facts are the facts. If you don't believe that, then you shouldn't be watching boxing because you don't like the truth. Man, come on, bro. That was some bullshit trying to get Haney at a catch. Bro, Cyborg, he did not want to put his belts on the line, Cyborg. That is some bullshit, bro. He did not want to put none of his belts on the line. He said the only way he's going to fight Haney is at 152. That is a scary individual. He's scared to lose. He's scared to lose. Silly ass Waldo Chenko. Salute. The dream is the boogeyman trying to make Boots out to be. I got to agree with that, man, because Boots ducked that man. Boots ducked Devin Haney. He refused to fight that man to put his titles on the line. The only way he was going to fight him is if he had an advantage at 152. He's a scary individual. Who you got, my guy? Raymond Moritalia or Andy Cruz? I like Andy Cruz. I like Andy Cruz to win the fight. I think Andy Cruz wins the fight. I favor Andy Cruz to win the fight. I like Andy Cruz. I think he wins this fight. But we'll see. I don't want to count out Raymond Moritalia, though, but I like Andy Cruz. I think Andy wins the fight. Cyborg says, and motherfuckers got the nerve to say Bud duck Boots. When they say that, you know they don't know shit about boxing. Cyborg, they definitely don't know shit about boxing. Boots turned down that fight twice. He was offered that fight twice, and he turned it down. He wanted no smoke with Terence Crawford. And then he even picked Canelo to beat Crawford. After Crawford beat Canelo, you think he'll ever get in the ring with Crawford after that performance? Cyborg, You think Boots will ever get in the ring with Crawford after that performance he did against Canelo when Boots says Canelo was going to knock out Crawford? Remember Boots said that? Boots was like, Canelo's going to knock out Crawford. Canelo's the favorite. He's going to beat Crawford. Matter of fact, Boots even picked Errol Spence to beat Crawford. Like everybody he picks to beat Crawford, Crawford beats them. You think he's gonna get in the ring with that man after picking all of these dudes against him? When he get in the ring with Bud, he gonna remember everything. Bud gonna remember everything he said. Oh, you pick Canelo to beat me? You pick Errol Spence to beat me? Okay, let's see what you made of. You gonna get that same ass whooping, but worse. Right or wrong? He keep picking all these dudes against Bud. Let me read some of these comments, man. Who remember that H Money clown saying everybody Bud was ducking Boots? He ain't said shit recently. He know Boots moving suspect. Oh yeah, me and H Money used to be cool for years until Crawford beat Errol Spence. Then he started moving funny. He was so heartbroken that Crawford beat Errol Spence. He started moving funny. These guys, bro, boxing channels literally changed their YouTube channel. Some even stopped talking boxing after Crawford beat Errol Spence. Like it was that bad. After Crawford beat Errol Spence, everybody gave up on boxing. These people were so sad. They were like, oh my God, you beat my hero. Bro, there was rumors that guys was wishing Errol Spence happy birthday before they wished their own kids happy birthday. Can you believe that? People was wishing Errol Spence happy birthday before they wished their own kids happy birthday. That's how bad it was. The Errol Spence fanboys. And now they're trying to jump on the Boots bandwagon. D. Williams, he said, shaking my head. I got Keyshawn Fathers in that one too. Salute. Yo, ASAP, salute, bro. ASAP said, how are you still? Yo, ASAP, you funny as shit, bro. I be outside too. What's up with the Boots versus Ortiz smoke? He ducking that smoke, bro. He ducking that smoke. Hey, oh shit, he changed up? Because he was a Boots fan. Now he's a Crawford fan. Yo, he just switch up when he feels like it. Because he was not a Crawford fan. He was saying Crawford was ducking Boots. Me and him was going back and forth. I've been on his channel multiple times. He been on my channel too. He used to do live like every single day. Every single day he's doing live, bro. He don't never get off live, bro. He do long streams every single day. He streamed for like 14 hours straight, bro. I don't know if he still do that. I haven't seen his channel in years. In like a year or some shit. Because I got tired of his bullshit. No, sometimes if you don't want to listen to somebody, you don't got to follow them. I got tired of him saying some stupid shit. Just how I got tired of guys like Fanon Boxing. I unsubscribed to his channel. I don't listen to Fanon. I don't listen to Boxing Ego. I listen a little bit to Blue Bloods. I don't listen to who else I don't listen to. There's a lot of these dudes that be lying on the internet I don't listen to. Black Fight Fan TV. He changed his channel. He don't even talk boxing no more. Barbershop Conversation. He used to say some bullshit. He was trying to bet people that Canelo was going to beat Crawford. Like he knows boxing. I told that man, you don't know shit about boxing, bro. I'll take your money. Barbershop Conversation. He refused to bet me. He want to bet Timothy Bradley, but he don't want to bet me. Come on now. Why you ain't bet me? He said, I'll bet you Timothy Bradley. I'll bet you any amount of money you want to bet, Timothy Bradley, that Canelo beats Crawford. Canelo could barely win one round against Crawford. He comes on the internet and he apologized. I'm sorry, Timothy Bradley was right about Crawford versus Canelo. No shit. You don't know shit about boxing. Barbershop conversation. Oh, Marty. Oh, manager Marty. Manager Marty too. I don't listen to that fool. Yo, silly ass Waldo-Chenko. Listen to this, right? Silly ass Waldo. Listen to this, right? Manager Farty. Do you know I'm an amateur boxer, right? You listening? Silly ass Waldo-Chenko. I'm an amateur boxer, right? Do you know that manager Marty? He's a boxing referee. Like he's a judge, I meant. He's a judge. He's an amateur judge. And he judged a lot of my fights. I lied to you not. Like my last tournament I was at in West Philly, manager Marty was the freaking judge. He was the amateur judge. I'm like, yo, what the freak? This idiot is an amateur judge. He don't know shit about boxing. He was the amateur judge. I lied to y'all not. He was there. He was there scoring. Bro, yeah, I'm an amateur boxer, bro. He was the judge, bro. He was the judge for my fight. I'm like, yo, this dude is a freaking judge and he don't know shit about boxing. You see what they do? They put people in position that don't know shit about the sport. That's crazy, isn't it? He don't know shit about boxing, but he's an amateur judge. He's over there trying to score fights, but he don't know boxing. Ain't that crazy, bro? Let me read some of these comments. What's up with the Boots versus Ortiz? Boots is ducking that fight. He don't want no smoke with Ortiz. Cause Canelo put pause on Boots in sparring. That's what's up. I know he did. No, H-Money is a Crawford fan now. Okay, I didn't know he was. Bruce Vane, keep it real. Oh, yeah, me and Boots. I said Boots. Me and Bruce Vane, we've been cool for a long time. I fuck with Bruce Vane. He one of the realest channel on YouTube. I mean, he's one of the guys I listen to the most. Bruce Vane. So, yeah, Bruce Vane, he keep it real all the time. He one of the few people that just keep it real. They don't never switch up for nobody. They don't let nobody like corrupt them. They just speak whatever's on their mind. So I like Bruce Vane. Bud would make Boots look weak for real. Man, he'll stop, buddy. Manager Marty. Almost forgot about Fanager Farty. He one of the worst. He said, damn, really? Yeah, he's an amateur judge. He judged a lot of my fights. He was there judging it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is the guy that hates Terence Crawford so much. He don't know shit about boxing, but he's an amateur judge. Yup. He's plugged. I ain't gonna lie though. He's plugged in the city. He's plugged in Philadelphia. He's plugged in. He knows everybody. He knows the commission. He knows everybody. So he knows people. I won't lie to you. He knows a lot of people in the city of Philadelphia. He's plugged in. He knows everybody. That's for sure. So I ain't going to come on here and say he's not plugged in. He's definitely plugged in. The only thing he doesn't know is the sport of boxing. That's the only thing he doesn't know. But he knows people, but he doesn't know the sport. So we'll leave it like that. But anyway, Jaron Boots Ennis is a duck, man. What do you think about Ring Magazine about to give a New Wave Fighter of the Year? Whoa, are you serious? They're going to snub him Fighter of the Year? How did you find that out, Sybil? They did that shit in 2023 again. Remember in 2023, he was supposed to be the Fighter of the Year after he beat Earl Spence? If they give Fighter of the Year to Inoue after we seen Inoue get dropped and look bad versus David Picasso, that'd be disgusting, bro. That'd be disgusting. Crawford should have had Fighter of the Year in 2023 versus Earl Spence and in 2025 versus Canelo Alvarez. You understand what I'm saying? The man beat two of the best fighters of this decade, and how do you not give him Fighter of the Year in both years? That is outrageous. That is disgusting at the highest level. He is absolutely, undoubtedly the fighter of the year. There is no debating it. It's not even close. He's the fighter of the year. What he did versus Canelo can never be done by anybody in boxing currently. There is nobody in boxing that's going to go up 3 weight classes to fight an undisputed bigger fighter for all the belts. And that guy is younger than you. You're 3 years old. Come on, guys. Let's sit down and think about what Crawford did for a second, right? Crawford went up in weight. Listen to me for a second. Crawford went up in weight, right, guys? Crawford went up in weight. He went up 3 weight classes to fight an undisputed champion who was 3 years younger than Crawford. He was 3 years younger than Crawford. Crawford was 3 years older. Crawford went up 3 weight classes. Crawford was the smaller man. And not only did Crawford beat him, he beat him convincingly, and he took all of his belts. For undisputed, meaning you're the best guy at 168. Crawford did that. How can you take that away from him? There is nobody in boxing that will take any type of risk like that. Nobody in boxing will take a risk like that. Silly ass Waldochenko. He said Inoue got to go up and beat Shakur to come close to matching Bud beating Canelo. Silly ass Waldochenko. That is the best way to put it right there. What silly ass Waldochenko just said. The only thing Inoue could do to match what Crawford did, yo, you on point, bro. The only thing Inoue could do to match what Crawford did is going up to fight Shakur and beating Shakur. That's the closest thing to Inoue doing anything close to what Terence Crawford did. If he could do that, we don't want to see him fight Gervonta Davis. I'd rather see him fight Shakur. If he goes up in weight and he beats Shakur, he's the best fighter in all of boxing currently. There's no disputing that. But he'll never do that. Why would he do that? He just looked bad versus David Picasso. He's not going up in weight no more. He's done. He looked bad versus David Picasso, y'all. There is no way he's going up in weight to fight anybody bigger than him anymore. I think he's tapped out. He can't go up in weight anymore. He can't. He can't afford to. He's done at 122. He's not going up in weight no more. He's not going up in weight no more. He's done. Yes, sir. My bad, y'all. I'm hungry as shit. I gotta eat. I gotta eat a little sandwich real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little hungry. Let me eat a sandwich real quick. Get packed up. Salute, man. We talking about Jaron Ennis being a duck. I like Inoue, but he ain't Bud. He's definitely not Bud, bro. Shushu about to run 126 soon. I agree. Bruce Shushu Carrington. Whoa. Silly ass Waldochenko. By beating Junto Nakatani? What the hell? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Don't nobody even know who Junto Nakatani is like that. Yes, he's on a pound for pound list, but nobody even knows who he is. Whoever said that is stupid. But the fight that I would like to see, guys, is the only good fight for a new weight in and around his weight class is Bam Rodriguez. But I don't want to see that fight right away. I think Bam should become undisputed first. Get acclimated to the weight, move up in weight, and eventually fight a new weight down the line. I don't want to see it right now. The reason why I don't want to see it right now, because I want Bam to get a better chance to get acclimated to the new weight class. Because I want to see I want to see the American beat the Japanese. Bam is an American, and I support the American. I support Bam Rodriguez. I want to see Bam beat Inoue. That's the closest thing I can see to Inoue losing is Bam Rodriguez, but I would want to see Bam move up slowly. I don't want him to rush the fight. I want him to move up slowly, get acclimated to the weight before he fights Inoue. I think Bam can beat Inoue if he moves up properly. I don't want him to jump up in weight and just fight Inoue. I want him to work his way up to that fight. I like Bam a lot. I want to see Bam become great. I got Bam beating Inoue, y'all, if he does it the right way. Yeah. Yo, Junto Nakatani last fight was suspect for sure. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. Bam is the real deal. I enjoy watching Bam. Yeah, that's the same thing I'm saying, Sayable. I want him to get acclimated to the weight. I don't want him to just jump up and fight a new way. That's what people is trying to get him to do. I'd rather him work his way up to give himself a better chance. Inoue a monster. Yo, listen. Get packed up. I'm not saying Inoue's not good. He's definitely a monster, but the monster can be beat. We actually seen the monster get put on the floor multiple times, right? Get packed up. Have we seen the monster hit the canvas multiple times? Yes, we have. So if he can hit the canvas by lesser opponents than a Jesse Bam Rodriguez, no. Get packed up. I'm saying stylistically, the fighter that gives him the most trouble is Bam Rodriguez because of his skill set. I'm not saying he's sweet, bro. I'm just saying that is a guy that could give Inoue a lot of problems if he moves up correctly. I'm not saying Inoue is not like that. Inoue is like that. He beat my Philly brother, Stephen Fulton, a guy that I grew up with in the gym, 43rd in Brooklyn. James Schuler's boxing. Yeah. Inoue knocked out my Philly brother, Stephen Fulton. That's my Philly brother. I grew up with him in the boxing gym. Down West Philly. Down the bottom. Hey, yo, you shout out, bro. He said that's why you hating because he beat Fulton. No. Get packed up. I'm not hating. I'm supporting the American. Do you not understand what I just said, bro? Listen to what I just said for a second. Get packed up. Don't we got to support our American fighters first? You know, Jesse Bam Rodriguez is an American, right? So why would you want to see the American lose to the Japanese? No, listen. I'm not hating on the monster. I'm supporting my American fan. My American boxer, who is Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I would rather want to see Bam Rodriguez beat Inoue Because he's an American, bro. He's an American. Jesse Ben Rodriguez is an American. So why would I want to see the Japanese guy beat the American? It's not making sense, bro. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, bro. If he moves up properly, it's a dangerous fight for Inoue. If Jesse Ben Rodriguez move up properly, Inoue will have his hands full. That is a dangerous fight. No monster Inoue hate over here. Nah, we not hating on Inoue. We love Inoue. Inoue is a great fighter. I like Inoue. I just like Jesse a little bit better. That's all. I like Jesse Ben Rodriguez a little bit better. I like Inoue, but I like Jesse a little bit better. That's all. Jesse was one of my favorite fighters too. Inoue is one of my favorite fighters too. I just like Jesse a little bit more. I think Jesse's a dog. Jesse got a lot of heart, and he's a very exciting fighter with a lot of boxing skills, and he uses a lot of angles. I like his angles. I like how he moves. Get Packed Up said Jesse gonna have to bring his whole toolbox and some to beat Inoue. Yeah, listen. That is a true 50-50 fight when it happens. If it happens. Cyber says, I like Jesse, but when Shakur beats Teo, he definitely got to drop below Shakur on the pound for pound list. Yeah, they could switch spots. They could definitely switch spots. And then Jesse got to do something too. He got to go probably become undisputed to get back on top. You feel me? The lovely LaJessica. I've been around. I just changed my name. The lovely LaJessica. I've been around. I just changed my name. I changed my boxing name to Belt to Edge Boxing. That's why a lot of people not getting my notifications. They think I'm a new channel. Whole time, I'm the same channel. I just changed my YouTube name to Belt to Edge Boxing. That's all. I ain't going nowhere. I'm around. It's like YouTube just don't be sending out my notifications. YouTube don't send out my notifications. That's what's going on. But I'm around. The lovely LaJessica. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here. We gotta blame YouTube. They don't send my notifications out. But anyway, let me do a little brief recap of what I was talking about. The brief recap is about Boots Ennis. I had to name 8 fighters that he ducked. Everybody saying nobody wants to fight Boots, but that's a lie. If you hear anybody says nobody wants to fight Boots, I guarantee you that person is a casual boxing fan. If you meet anybody that says nobody wants to fight Boots, that person doesn't know shit about boxing. I promise you they don't. I literally just gave you 8 fighters that Boots ducked. You understand what I'm saying? So if you hear anybody say nobody wants to fight Boots, that person is a casual boxing fan. Boots Ennis turned down 8 fighters that are big names that could have made Boots an even bigger name today. So if you hear anybody say nobody wants to fight Boots, that's a red flag. That person doesn't follow the sport, and that person don't know shit about boxing. Don't listen to anything else they say. Never listen to anybody that says nobody wants to fight Boots. That person don't follow the sport, and that person don't know shit about boxing. That person don't know shit about boxing. You understand? Anybody that says Boots, people are ducking Boots, that person don't know shit about boxing. You understand what I'm saying? So watch out for people that says people are ducking Boots. You can't take people like that serious. I literally gave you 8 fighters, and I'm willing to put some money on it too. If y'all trying to put some cheese on it. If you think you follow the sport more than me, because I keep up with the sport 24/7. I live, breathe, sleep boxing 24/7. I got every single interview saved. If you think you know boxing and you want to challenge belt to ass boxing when it comes to boxing about who's ducking who, let me know. Let's put some cheese up. Let's put some cheese up. We could do that. Let me know what you trying to do. Let me know. I got 8 people that Jaron Boots Ennis has openly ducked. Don't ever come in my comment section. Don't ever listen to anybody that says nobody wants to fight Boots. That person is a complete casual boxing fan. I thought you said you gotta support the American fighter first. Oh, I do. When they're not ducking. If you're ducking, I gotta call you out for ducking, bro. Just because I support you does not mean I'm not gonna criticize you. Come on, bro. Criticism and support is 2 different words. I can criticize somebody. That don't mean I don't support them. I support Boots. I just criticize him for ducking. It's a difference. Get packed up. You understand what I'm saying? I support Boots. He from my city. I want him to do good. I just don't like the fact that he's a duck. That's my problem with the situation. That's my problem with the situation. Hey, yo, the Desert Soldier, the Desert Soldier, and Get Packed Up. Hey, yo, why y'all going at it, bro? Hey, yo, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all gotta leave that shit alone. It's just YouTube, bro. Yo, why y'all going at each other? But like I said, bro, Get Packed Up. Like I said, broski, I support Boots. We from the same city, bro. We from the same, Get Packed Up. Listen, we from the same city, right? Get packed up. We from the same city. He from North Philly. I'm from West Philly. I've been to his gym before. I'm a boxer myself, but I'm going to always call it like it is. If I feel like he moving funny, I'm going to say he's moving funny. That don't mean I don't want to see him succeed. I support him. I just don't like how he's moving. That's all. But anyway, it's your boy BTA Boxing, and I'm out. I got to give you guys 1 hour live every day about any subject in the sport of boxing. I gave you an hour earlier. This another hour. I probably owe you another hour or 2 more hours. But an hour on one subject. That's it. I can't go more than an hour. It's your boy BTA Boxing, and I'm out.